Good morning, this is Rich, and the two big topics this morning, I guess, for the markets are China and also the Federal Reserve meeting here today. We're waiting to hear if the Federal Reserve has any different comments, whether they'd like to make any rate increases, etc., etc. So far here this morning, the trade, the outside market's pretty quiet. The dollar back up 1/4 point this morning on a lower euro trade. We're seeing gold down $10 an ounce, and stocks expected to open fairly steady here this morning, waiting to hear any news out of the Fed. Also, China continues to be the big story in the grains. We continue to wait and see whether China is going to be a buyer of U.S. corn, was a buyer, was not a buyer. Still some statistics floating around about China buying more U.S. beans here over the last month, so that positive news, I guess, there. And for the most part, the market's pretty quiet here this morning. We did open trade both sides overnight, but closed here about 3 higher on corn. December corn is at 693 even. March corn at 705 3/4. The beans up 1 to 2 cents here overnight. The wheat market a little higher on old crop, up a half. New crop Chicago down 3 cents. The Minneapolis wheat down 1 1/4 here at the start of the trade this morning. Cotton down 136 in its early trade at 104. So we're looking for a fairly quiet trade today. A lot of the charts show kind of a bottoming action in as we've kind of hit a low, and now we're kind of maybe marking time or putting in a bit of a bottom. So I know Dan Huber has been talking in his technical comments about putting in a chart bottom here this week, a cycle bottom, and maybe pushing up into the second or third week of October. So that action seems consistent with what's going on in the markets right now. We will have a weekly export sale report out tomorrow morning at 7:30. The trade will search through that to see if there were any small sales made to China possibly, and certainly I think China continues to be the factor here until we get closer to the next USDA report, which is October 12th. Have a good day.